This is Keith Brown with Commodity Consulting with some cash commentary for Friday. It's about 2:30 Eastern Time. All the markets were higher today, some of them pretty strong, so we'll just sort of get right to them. Cotton continues to trade higher. Of course, this week we saw some pretty good, at least domestic supply-demand numbers, whereby the crop was cut 495,000 bales. That in turn lowered U.S. carryout from 5.1 million down to 4.6 million. So a 500,000 bale reduction is certainly nothing to sneeze at. Unfortunately, the world numbers also turned out to be a little bearish. They did raise global carryouts 700,000 bales, which took it up to 108. But despite that, the market sort of sloughed that off and wanted to trade higher. And then into Friday, we had some pretty good, some very solid sales numbers. We sold right at 200,000 bales on the weekly business. And shipments, I think 175,000 or so. That was another marketing year high on shipments. Of course, obviously we should be shipping cotton, but so that is happening quite briskly, and the pop payment will melt a little bit this week, so you may see some more accelerated farmer selling. We understand that the basis is still pretty strong. As a matter of fact, a local genter here told me it must have been a good lot of cotton because they sold the March board plus 450 points. And so when you add your pop payment to that, that's 70-cent cotton, and by all means, I think that's certainly a good price. Over in the grains today, beans very volatile. Today was the last trading day for December meal. It was down $27. But for whatever reason, the beans stayed strong. March beans opened higher, broke, came back, made highs into the close. So the beans are up about 10 cents today. And that looks pretty impressive, although they could still catch some selling next week. The fear is there's going to be a fair amount of beans and corn to be sold after the first of the year. Over in the corn market, it was up about 8 cents today. Had a clear breakout to the upside to us. March corn finally got over, taking the cash over $4, plus or minus the basis. So that looked pretty impressive to us, and suggests that maybe we can climb here a little higher, but surely that's a price like that would bring out some of the sellers, but we'll see. New crop corn, way out corn's around 427, up about a dime. That's looking better, shall we say. Wheat market continues to slough off the trouble out of Russia and was up 15 cents today. And I'm not so sure the Russians still may not halt some exports or reduce them somehow. But anyway, not a bad week. Week over week, cotton was up 90 points. Corn was up 12 cents. Wheat was up 12 cents. Beans were up 11 cents. And feeder cattle were down $9. So feeders have had a huge break this week. Any questions or comments, give us a call, 1-800-910-1910. Thanks for listening.